Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jacob Smith, and today I am going to be reviewing the new Amazon movie, Mercy, which stars Chris Pratt. And I'll be honest, this is one of the AMC's unseen screens, and it was the first time I guess they were doing an IMAX 3D, which was kind of cool. But beyond that, it didn't feel like any much bigger than any other unseen screen event. Now, how did I feel about the movie? I think the movie was pretty cool. You know, there was like that era in the early 2000s with like those thrillers, the thrillers that you'd kind of watch with like your dad or your uncle, or like the parents that obviously like 30 years or older. It felt like one of those movies, the throwback kind of movie with some pretty stylistic editing that I actually really quite enjoyed. And the basic way I can kind of describe the story is that Chris Pratt plays a detective that was accused of killing his wife, and he has 90 minutes to prove whether or not he did it or not to an AI that acts as a judge, jury, and executioner in this era. And he has access to police files, street cams, and everything in the database to try to prove that he's innocent. And that's more or less the movie. And I'll say this, the biggest thing was the 90 minutes accurate. It was pretty accurate. Me and my buddy, we did the whole timer thing when the timer started, and it was pretty close. So props to the people for taking that and running with it in a very serious way. I hate movies that say, oh, you got 5 minutes to do this, but yet the scene itself is 20 minutes, which seems impossible. This movie actually did something pretty accurate, which it earned a lot of my respect for. Chris Pratt does a really good job. I forgot her name, but she's in The Greatest Showman. She's done a lot of things. She's also in Mission Impossible, Rogue Nations, and Fallout. She was also good as the AI. There was also a couple other notable actors in there. There was the guy who did Peacemaker, brother in Peacemaker season 1 and 2. He was in there. He was pretty cool. A few other notable actors I can't name at the moment. But overall, this movie was a fun time. I don't think I'll watch it again, though. Unfortunately, it was a one-time watch for me. I do think you should go check it out. If you don't want to go check it out in theaters, you can always watch it once it's streaming on Amazon, which will probably be maybe in like a month or so. The editing is what really shined in this movie. It's solid. A lot of the evidence that was brought forth was pretty smart and pretty accurate. I can't really pinpoint if there's really any issues with it. I think the main issue is the rewatchable factor for me, which the movie just wasn't rewatchable for me. Or at least it's not a movie I can see myself rewatching. So I'm going to get a solid, you know what? I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. It is a really strong movie. It's classic, early 2000s vibe. But unfortunately, it is a one-time watch for me, and I will not be owning this film in my collection. But yeah, so that's going to be my review. I hope you guys, enjoyed it. I hope you guys go out and support your local theaters, your movies, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, share this video if you want people to know about these videos or just want to share, your thoughts down in the comments. Go for it, and I'll catch you guys later.